Welcome back, guys. Tonight we're going to be creating a wind spinner, and we're going to place our favorite image inside this wind spinner. I'm even going to show you how to make your image a little bit larger so that it will fit nicely inside that wind spinner. Now, you will need Canva Pro for this tutorial because what we'll need to do is we'll need to make that wind spinner transparent before we place our image inside it. So I'm going to start off by changing my background color to something that I can see what I'm doing instead of it being white. I'm now going to go over to Elements and I'm going to go to Shapes. And we're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of different shapes that we could use to make a wind spinner. I'm going to actually go back up to Stars. And I'm going to use one of these. So I'll use this one right here. I'm going to make this one black only so that I can see it. And I'm going to make this larger, as large as my page. Now we're going to notice that our corners are square and I want to make them round. So I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to increase the corner rounding just a little bit like that. I'm going to make this as wide as I can. And I'm going to make a duplicate. And for this duplicate, I'm going to make it white. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. And essentially, the black part is going to be where we're going to be able to see our image, and the white part is going to be where it's going to be transparent. So I'll make another copy. And again, I'll make this one black, and I'll just layer it right on top, but I'll crop it inward. I'll take another copy, and again, I'm going to make that white. And essentially, I'm just going to repeat the process until I get to the middle. Now keep in mind that the white area is the area that's going to be transparent on your wind spinner, and you're going to be able to control how thick or how thin you want that transparent area to be. Now I am working quickly through this just so that I can show you how to create it, but you're going to want to make them as thin as possible. If you are going to be doing a print and cut with this, then what you'll want to do as well is you'll want to join all the pieces so that when it prints and cuts, all the pieces will be together instead of being individual, and you'll have to somehow glue them all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a circle on our workspace, and we're going to make our little holes where we would hang our wind spinner. So here is one, and I'm going to make this white, but I'm going to put a black border around it. So there's my border, and it is black. If you need to change the color, the border color is right here, but I'm just going to make the stroke a little bit larger like that. And if you want to place another circle on the bottom, you can do that over here as well. So I'll take a copy of that and put that on the bottom here. Now, that may be a little bit too big, so let's make it a little bit smaller. And the other thing that I want to do is just make sure that it is centered in the middle of this design, and that appears to be centered, so we're good to go. All right. So again, attaching them all together, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a line. So there's a line. You can press Alt to put a line on your workspace. And I'm going to grab this line and I'm going to bring it here and attach it to the circle. And then I'm going to bring it down here to attach it to my inner circle. And I'll make that just a little bit larger. So I'll come to the stroke. And I'll just make that a little bit larger like that. And I'm also going to make that black. So I'll select the line color and I'll make it black. I'm going to take a copy of that and I'm just going to bring it down here and kind of do the same thing. And it looks like I need to make this one a little bit larger. Like that. All right, so now we have our Windspinner. If for decoration you want to add some more on this side, then you can do that as well. So let's grab that and let's bring that over here. And I'm going to copy that and let's put that over here. Now, of course, we could have just done one line all the way across. But I didn't think of that, but you can do that too. Okay, so I'm going to change the background back to white. So I'll just delete that background. And what we're going to do now is we are going to download this. So we'll come to share. We're going to download this. We're going to download this as a PNG. And we're not going to download this as transparent because we're going to bring it back in and then we're going to remove the background. So you don't need to check off transparent. So I'll click download and I'll create another page and I'm going to bring that design into my workspace. Now I'm going to change the color only because I want to make sure that the background is removed. So I'll just change this to this gray, and with my image selected, we're now going to remove the background. So I'll click background remover. And we can see that our background has been removed because we can see the gray in behind our Windspinner. Now that we've removed the background on this, it's time for us to download this as a transparent image. We're going to need that transparent image for our next step. So I'm going to come to share and I'm going to download this again, but this time I'm going to download it with a transparent background. I only want page 2 and I'll say done and download. Now I don't need to bring this back into Canva at this point. I'm going to create a new page and we're going to find our image that we need. I'm just going to remove that background and I'll come back to elements. I'm going to place this photo on my background. Now I'm going to grab a copy of this here and place it over here just to kind of size up where I'm going to place the image in my Windspinner. So here is my Windspinner. And if I want the image of the couple to be in the center, that's going to be a problem because my image isn't tall enough. So what do we do in a case like this? Well, I've got the solution for you. So we're going to click that image. We're going to go to edit and we're going to use Magic Suite. We're going to use something called Magic Expand. So I'll click Magic Expand and I'm going to make this image taller so that we get some sort of an image inside the top part of this Windspinner. And I'll say expand. Now it's going to give us a couple of different options for us and we can choose the best one that suits our needs. Okay, so here are a couple of pictures. I'm just going to select the first one, but you can kind of go through each one and see which one you like best. I'm just going to stick with the first one and I'll say done. All right, so there we go. So it's now time for us to go to our next step where we are placing our image inside of this Windspinner. So I don't need this Windspinner right here. Instead, I'm going to use the one that's sitting in my downloads folder. So we're going to go to an app and we're going to search for clipping mask app. This is what it looks like right here. So I'm just going to click that. I'm going to select my image. I'm going to say open. I'll say start masking. And we can use any of these shapes with our photo, but we're actually going to use the image that we downloaded that is transparent. So I'm going to click on image and I'm going to use the option to choose the file. And here is the transparent image that we downloaded. I'm going to say open, and here it is right here. We can see that it's on our workspace. So I'm just going to make that a little bit larger. And I'm going to try and keep the ratio as equal as possible to the original. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. And I'll just say add to design. I'm going to add another page. I'll come back. I'm going to grab that and just bring that to our new page. And I'll just make it a little bit larger just so we can take a better look at it. I think this is so pretty. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. This is perfect as a memorial tribute where you're able to hang this, let's say, in your backyard and just admire it. Maybe it's your mom and dad who passed away and you can just have them close at heart near you. And the best part about this is that you can actually do a cut and print with this and then just hang it. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know whether you like this tutorial, if you learned anything. If you did, press that like button, subscribe, and if you want to join my live classes, ask me in the comments and I'll give you more information. Is there another tutorial that you want? I also have a form in the description. Fill it out and let me know. All right, guys. For now, I'm going to say bye-bye. Until next time.